he can be the difference. So trust your gut. Trust your numbers. Trust your Uncle Vito if you want. But know this, that sleeper is out there. The question is, who's going to play him? This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time.
Play 1 week fantasy football at DraftKings.com this Sunday. Play free with promo code READOPTION.
Cincinnati's WLWT, leading the way at 11.
There's people that really helped me get to where I'm at today. Rod Smith really showed me the right way. You know, I was there to take his job, but Rod sat me down and said, this is the blueprint. This is how you do things. And as you go up that ladder, you want to look back and bring somebody with you. You're not always going to like everyone you play with, but along the way, you're going to find people that you really love. Is that too strong for you guys? Yeah.
The NFL celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month all across the league. Lions guard Manny Ramirez with an assist from his team's mascot, visiting with kids at the Ford Resource and Engagement Center in Southwest Detroit, and in concert with the NFL's Play 60 program, encouraging Hispanic youth and their families to stay healthy and fit. We wanted you to know tonight's game is also being televised in Spanish on NBC Universo. We begin the Week 3 highlights. Raiders, Browns in Cleveland, and Johnny Manziel, an innocent bystander. Manziel on the bench. Josh McCown got the start and finds Gary Barnidge. It's 20-10 Oakland. Oakland responds as only Oakland can. Derek Carr to Marcel Reese. Sixth-year pro out of Washington.
Stay up. You can score.
That led to a touchdown, 27-10 Oakland after an Amari Cooper fumble. McCown to Travis Benjamin, and he's in.
Nice effort.
27-20 Oakland. Late in the fourth, McCown to Duke Johnson Jr.
I love that name.
Rookie out of Miami. 3 plays later, under a minute to go. Who says Charles Woodson's old?
You did, in the viewing room.
No, I didn't. I said he's only 38.
Wow.
Browns fans are stunned. Woodson and the Raiders, not that he's 38, they're stunned that they lost. The Raiders 2-1 for the first time since 2011. First road win since November 2013 against Houston. Some pretty good numbers put up by Josh McCown. But guess what they wanted to know after the game? They wanted to know about Johnny Manziel.
I understand the situation that I'm in, and it's part of it. And you know, he's an exciting young player that I know people want to see play. You have to block that stuff out. You can't allow that to become part, because then it snowballs. Now you're fighting, you know, both the crowd and the defense, and so you have to take that out of it.
It's a smart answer, a veteran quarterback with a tough question.
It's the right answer, too. Josh McCown gives them the best chance to win. Their coaches believe that. He played well today. He wasn't the reason they lost. And Johnny Manziel, he's excited. He completed 8 passes last week, so let's not get too excited.
You know, I'm impressed with the Raiders, in particular, the early chemistry between Derek Carr and Amari Cooper. Those two guys, they're young, but they're very mature, and you know you're going to go through some adversity. But these two guys, they have that chemistry, and I think if they can find a run game to complement that passing game, they're going to be tough for a long time.
I thought Cleveland was supposed to be a defensive team.
Didn't look like it today.
Not at all.
More highlights coming up. We go back to Detroit and Bob.
All right, Dan, for the first time tonight, we say hello to Hines Ward at Ford Field, site of Super Bowl 40, where his Steelers beat the Seahawks, and you, sir, were the MVP. Yeah. Back then, Ben Roethlisberger was the young quarterback. Now he's the veteran QB of the Steelers. They won today against the Rams, but they lost Ben in the process. Could be a possibly serious knee injury. What does this mean?
Well, it affects everybody, especially a guy like Antonio Brown. Ben and Antonio had a tremendous rapport with each other, and I think you put Michael Vick in that mix, I think they lose that on the outside with Michael Vick and Antonio Brown.
You know what's interesting, though? Antonio Brown's idol growing up was Mike Vick. He was a little left-handed quarterback and wanted to play just like him. And Tomlin was telling us there are times that, like in the meeting room, he still sees AB just like looking at him like, oh, my God, it was Mike Vick. But the thing that's interesting is that Ben, even with this knee injury now, one of his things is being able to escape in the pocket and make some plays. He's one of only 2 quarterbacks whose rating goes up under pressure. So will he still be able to move even within the pocket in the way that he did if he can come back after 4 weeks, which is what we're all hoping?
Well, they still can rely heavily on Le'Veon Bell, too. Just keep giving him the football.
They just asked Mike Vick, who came in at the end of the 3rd quarter to manage it. 5 of 6, no turnovers, 38 yards. He's not the mercurial and dynamic player he once was, unless they ask him to try to be again.
He won't be managing it against the Ravens next week, I guarantee you.
All right, don't miss a moment of Sunday Night Football this season with NBC Sports Live Extra. Watch the game anywhere, online, on a tablet, and on streaming TVs, and go behind the scenes with exclusive content. And you can follow the social media conversation on NBCSports.com/SNF All Access. More highlights from Week 3 coming up, including the Colts finally getting a win, and as we mentioned, the Steelers winning, but suffering the big loss of Big Ben in the process. That's all when Football Night in America continues.
He was the world's most wanted criminal. Now she is. Now they will come for you.
Let them try. What do you think?
The Blacklist premieres Thursday night, 8 Central on NBC.
All your fears in every drop and around every corner.
Your neighborhood AAA Bob Summerall Tire and Service Center has the guaranteed lowest price on tires. That's right. We'll meet or beat any advertised price on the same set of tires installed by a local store or dealer. When you come to AAA Bob Summerall for tires, you'll drive away with the lowest price tire package, period. Right now, save up to $100 on a set of Cooper tires.
Bob Summerall really cares.
The Honda for You sales event is happening now, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Honda Civic. Our best Civic yet was named a KBB.com Best Buy and is the best-selling car in its class. The Civic is also loaded with standard features. So hurry into your Honda dealer today, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Civic during the Honda for You sales event.
Right now, there are great deals on 2015 Kias at the 2015 Model Line Clearance Sale with 0% APR for up to 66 months, plus up to $1,500 bonus cash on 2015 vehicles like the Kia Optima, Sorento, and Soul. J.D. Power ranked the Sorento and Soul highest in their segments in initial quality. So don't miss out on this limited time offer with 0% APR for up to 66 months, plus up to $1,500 bonus cash. Visit your Tri-State Kia dealer today and discover the new Kia.
A local woman's road to sainthood. Sister Blandina Sigale, her legacy being revived, the highest honor in the Catholic Church. How her devotion is still impacting thousands right here in Cincinnati today. Monday at 6 on WLWT News 5. Honored with the Emmy Award for News Excellence. Cincinnati's WLWT.
There's people that really helped me get to where I'm at today. Rod Smith really showed me the right way. You know, I was there to take his job, but Rod sat me down and said, this is the blueprint. This is how you do things. And as you go up that ladder, you want to look back and bring somebody with you. You're not always going to like everyone you play with, but along the way, you're going to find people that you really love. Is that too strong for you guys? Yeah.
Welcome along to your weekly Premier League roundup. I'm Rebecca Lowe. It was a goal fest this weekend with 35 yesterday alone. Tottenham had 4, including Harry Kane's long-awaited first of the season as Spurs beat Manchester City. Liverpool's Daniel Sturridge also opened his scoring account with 2 goals against Villa to help ease some of the pressure on manager Brendan Rodgers. Elsewhere, Manchester United beat Sunderland to go first. And don't forget to join us tomorrow afternoon on NBCSN for West Brom Everton. Dan, back to you.
The feisty Rebecca Lowe. A big win there for Tottenham. They're building a new stadium that will host at least 2 NFL games a season starting in 2018. Meanwhile, tonight, it's the Broncos-Lions on Sunday Night Football. As we welcome you inside the studio again, we continue with the Week 3 highlights. The winless Texans hosting Tampa Bay. No score until Ryan Mallett finds DeAndre Hopkins for his 3rd touchdown reception of the season. Second quarter, Mallett, throw gets deflected. He'll be picked off by the rookie Quan Alexander out of LSU. All about the Quan. Look at the great blocking by Tampa on this play. It's Jameis Winston to Charles Sims.
But you're right, the blocking made it, Dan.
Takes it for the touchdown. The Bucs led 9-7 at halftime. Fourth quarter, Tampa down 10-9. Rookie kicker Kyle Brinza out of Notre Dame from 33 yards out, and it is... He missed 2 other field goals and an extra point.
I think they may be looking for a new kicker this week.
Alfred Blue, by you and everyone else. Houston gets its first win of the season.
Like I said earlier in the week, we're working to find our brand and get back to playing our brand of football. And I still wouldn't say we're 100% there yet, but I think today was a great step in the right direction towards where we want to be.
Chargers in Minnesota, down 3-0, and now down 10-0. Adrian Peterson, first touchdown since November 24, 2013. Later in the first half, Phillip Rivers to Keenan Allen. What a great start he's had. In between 2 defenders, and he scores the touchdown. And then the Vikings, we see, this is the Adrian Peterson of old.
Yes, the vision, the speed, the power, great running.
Are you sure it's all that, or is it the San Diego Chargers defense?
I'm going to give a little bit of credit to both.
17-7 Minnesota. Chargers down 24-7. Rivers picked off by Chad Greenway. And then all of a sudden you start to look and you go, how many Vikings are on the field?
That's a lot.
There's like 19 of them. It's 91 yards. You got a convoy. 91 yards for the touchdown. Vikings have won 2 straight, scoring a combined 57 points in those games.
We were not flat. We got beat by a good football team, and we didn't execute well enough in all 3 phases. We got a coach, but it's everybody. We all got to do our jobs better. That's what it comes down to.
Jacksonville in New England. Patriots opening drive. Dion Lewis.
He's a good little player, Dan.
Jaguars down by 10 late in the first half. Blake Bortles picked off by Devin McCourty. His first interception of the season. The ensuing drive, Tom Brady sitting on 399 career touchdown passes. And here you go, number 400. Oh, that football's got to be valuable. You want to hold on to that football. Danny Amendola, and what's he doing? No!
Oh, my goodness. You can't give it to a fan, Danny.
Did he get it back?
I think so.
Brady, the 4th player in history to reach 400 touchdown passes. Peyton, Brett, and Dan Marino. Brady, here's another receiver, Keyshawn Martin.
Who?
Yeah. Brady, 9 touchdowns, no picks.
I don't care. This is the ball. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun ones, so yeah, Dan can do whatever he wants with it, so he made a great catch.
Sure. Indianapolis at Tennessee. Chuck Pagano's Colts 0-2. 8 turnovers through those first 2 weeks. Titans erased a 14-point deficit, took a 17-14 lead, and then Parrish Cox picks off Andrew Luck, led to a touchdown. Titans by 10. Luck's struggles continue. Picked off again, this time by Zach Brown and the Zach Brown band. And it's 27-14 after a field goal. Some
Calm down, big guy. Just block somebody.
Colts fight back. Luck to the rookie, Philip Dorsett. Indy cuts the deficit to 6. Next Titans possession deep in their own territory. Marcus Mariota picked off for the second time, both times by Dwight Lowry. Next play, the Colts capitalize. It's Luck to Dante Moncrief. 28-27 Colts. They've got 35-27 inside a minute to go. The rookie Jalston Fowler. He's in. And then it's Fowler again.
Same play for the 2-point conversion, Dan. They were waiting for it.
Tell Fowler I can hear him. He doesn't get in. Titans have lost 13 of 14 to the Colts. Andrew Luck, did you think about defeat?
We did not want to lose. A loss would have been. I don't even want to think about a loss, so I'm not going to. This win was big, very big. It's a good Tennessee team. It's in the division. It's on the road. If this can jumpstart a little hot streak, then that's what we need.
Let's talk about 2 of your old teams. First of all, your Colts winning but flawed here today.
Yes, and wins can't hide all the problems. Coach Chuck Pagano has to know he still has some major problems. That defense gave up over 400 yards today, and offensively, there is just too much pressure on Andrew Luck. The offensive line had 5 holding penalties today. They gave up 3 sacks. That forces him into a lot of bad decisions. It's interceptions, it's problems, trying to make something happen because he's trying to make up for all these issues. they are struggling. If they don't start playing better up front on both sides of the ball, they're not going to win many games.
Colts will host Jacksonville coming up. Being a former San Diego Charger, they did not look good at all.
Well, last week, Phillip Rivers said, calm down, don't worry, everything's going to be okay. But like you said, Coach, there's certain problems you can't hide. They've had some injuries. Offensively, they're turning the ball over. And we saw the tape on the defensive side of the ball. They're missing tackles. They look horrible today. This team should be 0-3.
Well, it's one thing for Aaron Rodgers to say, relax. If Phillip Rivers is saying it, it's not the same. And they go home to host the Cleveland Browns. Take a spin around the league, as we always do at this time. Peter King and Mike Florio from Pro Football Talk. Guys?
Dan, Darrelle Revis left the Jets game late in the game against Philadelphia with a hamstring injury. Now, he told reporters after the game he was fine, he'll be okay. But now, Darrelle Revis, 30 years old. Last week, a groin injury. This week, a hamstring injury. Injuries on Revis taking a toll, Mike.
Yeah, and Peter, the Jets head to London next week. And many still think it's inevitable that the NFL will put a team in London on a full-time basis. I'm told, though, the general consensus in the league is it's not going to happen until the logistics can be handled in a way that ensures competitive balance. No one has a solution yet. There's no guarantee there ever will be a solution. Until then, look for different teams to play in London with up to as many as 8 games per year.
Bad day for the Baltimore Ravens. They lose to fall to 0-3 for the first time in Ravens history. After the game, Steve Smith, a wide receiver, had a great game, just went off and basically said, hey, some of these guys around here just like being on the team. So I think right now the Ravens are really got a big challenge, Dan, heading into Pittsburgh this week to keep their team together.
Somehow I think the language was a little more colorful in that Ravens locker room.
I kept out a couple of extra
Oh, you did? Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pete. Back to the highlights we go. And it was the Rams hosting the Steelers, the return of Le'Veon Bell. And everybody looks like some pyrotechnics until it does this with scorched earth, dare I say, in fuego. Yeah, let's leave the field. They had a 25-minute delay, so they delayed the debut of Le'Veon Bell. First drive of the game on third down, Roethlisberger to Bell. Set up a field goal early in the second quarter. 12-play, 92-yard drive. Bell is in, 9-0 Pittsburgh. They missed the 2-point conversion. Roethlisberger, third quarter, and he knew he was in trouble. Mark Barron got him, grabs his lower leg, carted off the field. More on that from Mike Florio coming up in a moment.
Wasn't a dirty hit, Dan. He slipped.
Fourth quarter, Rams down by 3, and it's Nick Foles looking for Lance Kendricks.
With the free safety in the middle of the field?
Yeah. Will Allen could have called a fair catch. Led to a Steelers field goal. Rams down 6, under 2 minutes to go, and it's Foles to Kenny Britt on fourth down. They reviewed the play.
Oh, the ball came loose.
Ball hit the ground. Oh. Mike Tomlin is pumped up.
Yes, he is.
I think he is. Le'Veon Bell, 62 yards rushing, 70 yards receiving. Antonio Brown had 11 receptions, 14th consecutive game with 7 or more catches, extending his NFL record. And he spoke about losing Big Ben after the game.
Well, it's always disheartening when your leader take a fall and go down. And I never seen him down, so I was a little shocking. So I just asked him how he was doing. He said it was all right, and he'll be back.
Do you expect the impression he'd be back this season?
Absolutely.
Let's get an update on this. Mike Florio's back with us. Mike, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Dan, the Steelers will determine the extent of the damage to Ben Roethlisberger's left knee via an MRI to be conducted tonight. They're hopeful that he has not torn his ACL, and obviously a torn ACL would result in an end to Roethlisberger's season. So more news likely tonight, Dan.
All right, Mike, thank you. And it'll be a short work week for Michael Vick now getting the job because they have Baltimore coming up Thursday night. Your reaction to Ben down and out?
Well, that's a tough break for Pittsburgh, and I'm going to give you some coach speak, okay? Mike Tomlin's going to say, we're going to put Michael Vick in, and we're just going to roll. We're not going to change anything. That can't be what they do. They have to rely on Le'Veon Bell. They've got him back. DeAngelo Williams can run the ball. They've got to run the ball, play defense. Let Mike Vick do what he can do. He is not Ben Roethlisberger at this point.
Running the ball and playing good defense with that young defense, we don't know if they can sustain it, and that won't be enough. Michael Vick, he has to be able to make plays with his arm. He's a veteran quarterback. He's been in this league a long time, and we have to see what he can do.
And he will make plays, but they can't think that they've got the same offense going and it's going to be throwing 15 balls to Antonio Brown. Rely on that run game.
I don't know. I might throw 15 balls to Antonio Brown. They host Baltimore coming up Thursday night. John Elway played 16 seasons for the Denver Broncos, winning 2 Super Bowls in a Hall of Fame career. Nowadays is the team's general manager. He's trying to get the franchise another one. More on the state of his team and Peyton Manning when Football Night in America continues.
Throughout the history of live television, there's never been an event as big as this.
Undateable is going live. I'm gonna live tweet that it's on. Send! There it is. They did it once and it was a hit.
Thank you.
Now they're doing it all season long, starting with a 1-hour premiere.
Do I feel a hug coming on? Let's do a reverse Oreo.
Oh, that's when the chocolate's on the inside. Undateable Live starts October 9th on NBC. Listen to your taste buds. They love the taste of Coca-Cola at McDonald's. And now, any size soft drinks or sweet tea are only $1.
You can't have game day without snack hacks from Farm Rich. These cheeseburger potato skins are so good, everyone's gonna be a fan. So I've sauteed some ground beef and some onions, and to that I'm going to add some American cheese, and I'm gonna cover it and let that melt. And to my baked potato skin, I add the ground beef, some tomatoes. It's time to dig in. For more snack hacks, go to farmrich.com/gameday.
Together we make today the Cincinnati way.
Tomorrow.
It was a blustery fall afternoon. Connor Bradshaw was in an endless rut.
You catch those games yesterday? Had to work. Watched it on NFL Game Pass.
That's when Connor found football.
Oh, yeah!
Lots and lots of football. With the new NFL Game Pass, Connor can connect to the football universe with all 256 regular season games on demand the next day. Welcome to the family, Connor. Welcome to the family.
Here are Yahoo's top waiver pickups for fantasy football next week. Yahoo Sports has all the latest fantasy news and analysis and lets you pick a new roster each week to win cash prizes with Yahoo Daily Fantasy Football. Start winning today at yahoo.com/dailyfantasy. This is Football Night in America, presented by Nationwide. Nationwide is on your side.
Peyton Manning is trying to lead a team to a 3-0 start for the 7th time in his now 18-year career. Although in this particular case, you change a player or two late in either of his team's first 2 games, and Manning and the Broncos might be at 0-2 instead of 2-0. But despite the actual results, skeptics seem to be buzzing around Manning and the Broncos more than usual.
There have been snapshots over the past few weeks that look familiar. Peyton Manning delivering when it mattered most.
Manning rifles, end zone, it's caught! Peyton has worked his magic!
But the Denver offense has gained the fewest yards in the league, and they won their opener in Baltimore without scoring a touchdown.
What's on the way? Peyton, quick throw, pass intercepted, down the sideline.
A perfectly smooth transition to Gary Kubiak's new offense was perhaps too much to expect. But Manning, a noted creature of habit, entered this season with not only a new coach, but 4 new starters on the offensive line, and without familiar safety valves like Julius Thomas and Wes Welker. He's been sacked 7 times in 2 games, with the new offense at times struggling to move the ball.
Shotgun for Manning.
And last week, Manning only seemed fully comfortable, and the Broncos' offense only came to life when they went with the more familiar sort of approach that Manning has built his career on.
Sanders diving into the end zone.
This is the 4th year for Manning in Denver, and with a small window, the goal has been about nothing other than winning a Super Bowl.
Start spreading the news. The Broncos are heading to New York.
2 years ago, they made it that far, but then were blasted by the Seahawks.
They are blowing the roof off this place. Seahawks, Super Bowl champion.
And that was sandwiched between 2 disappointing early playoff exits. a theme which, for all his extraordinary accomplishments, has become part of Manning's legacy, at least as it stands now.
The Indianapolis Colts have come to Mile High and have shocked the Denver Broncos.
And that makes what he does in the time that remains so important. A second Super Bowl title, 9 years after his first, would serve as a capstone that would push previous postseason disappointments into the background, much as it did for Denver's current GM, John Elway.
The Denver Broncos have beaten the Atlanta Falcons. They are world champions once again.
At 39, Manning's clock is ticking loudly. His next chance to quiet the skeptics comes tonight in Detroit.
And less than a minute ago here in Detroit, Peyton Manning leading the Broncos out of the tunnel and onto the field. Some boos, but a considerable amount of cheering. There's a lot of orange in the stands, at least among the early arrivals. Some of these Bronco fans are willing to travel long distances to see their team, and tonight they'll try to go 3-0. Hines, what is the biggest difference between Peyton Manning under center and in the shotgun?
Well, Bob, he's more effective working out of the shotgun because it allows him more time to set his feet and throw the football, and also gives him time to really look at the coverage and dictate where he wants to throw the football. And with the offensive line struggling like they are, he needs to have more time by being in shotgun.
Okay, Gary Kubiak is a highly respected coach. He was the offensive coordinator under Mike Shanahan when John Elway won 2 Super Bowls to close his career. But do you impose your system on a 39-year-old first ballot Hall of Famer?
No, you don't. You have to adjust to the quarterback, but they can help Peyton Manning out by giving him more short passes because Detroit has struggled a couple of weeks when they played San Diego. They struggled with the short passes, so if they can give Peyton Manning more short passes and get the ball out of his hands quickly, they'll have success tonight.
Okay, we'll be looking for that tonight. The Broncos and Lions coming up on Sunday Night Football.
Now it's time for the Performance Playbook, presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites.
Congratulate Peyton Manning on touchdown 509.
A classic performer.
Manning rifles. It's caught. Touchdown.
With a winning drive. A megastar in need of a jump start.
Corner of the end zone. Calvin. What a play by Megatron.
In the Motor City.
Hostile territory.
Don't underestimate the Blue Book value on Sunday Night Football. Football Night in America is brought to you by Nationwide. Nationwide is on your side. By Fitbit, the #1 fitness tracker, now with heart rate. By Nissan, innovation that excites. And by Windows, do great things.
Hey, babe, last one home cooks?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Another tie.
Order in?
Next time I drive.
The right size Nissan Rogue.
Yeah.
Good morning, shoppers. Free samples in aisle 5. That's a first-rate queso dip. Haven't been this lost in years.
Recalculating shortest route.
Do I really look like this?
And put it on top.
Never seen this one before.
Chicken parm, you taste so good.
I like it.
Go fit, flip fit, kiss fit, hit fit, split fit, hit fit. Flow fit, glow fit, spin fit, street fit, fly fit, work fit, push fit, pull fit, huck fit. Row fit, girl fit, stay fit, life fit, love fit. It's all fit. It's all fit.
Hey, what are you doing? I got 17 months until I can upgrade to the new iPhone 6S. I'm building a time machine so I don't have to wait.
Oh, with Sprint, I never have to wait. I get to upgrade to the newest iPhone right away, whenever it comes out.
Seriously?
Seriously.
I've got to switch to Sprint.
What's that?
My lunch, it's just leftovers from tomorrow night.
Our best deal ever. $15 a month includes an iPhone 6S and a new iPhone every year forever. And will pay off every dime of your old phone or contract so you can switch.
This is the fantasy football season that could change it all. DraftKings.com is the one-week fantasy football destination. Compete whenever you want with a new season every week. Try it free. Just pick your sport, pick your players, and pick up another win. Get free entry with promo code TURF in our championship event this Sunday. This isn't fantasy as usual. This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time. Get to DraftKings.com.
Our first player is from the Lions, Kyle Van Noy. He was voted most likely to be Joe Jonas's reflection on a doorknob.
Very specific award.
It's a rare award. They don't give that out. Next from the Broncos is Darius Kilgo. He was voted Amish Shaq. That's nice.
I look good.
I don't use modern technology. Finally, from the Broncos, we have starting quarterback Peyton Manning. He was voted Oldest Vanderbeek. There you go. There's your NFL superlative.
Tomorrow night, Jimmy's guests include Rob Lowe and singer Hozier. The Lions looking to avoid an 0-3 start. Broncos trying to get to 3-0. Sunday Night Football is coming up. We go back to the highlights with our Sunday Showcase, brought to you by DraftKings. Play free at DraftKings.com. NFC South rivals squaring off in Carolina. The Panthers hosting the Saints, who are not fully assembled. Drew Brees out with that rotator cuff injury. And make way for Luke McCown to Ben Watson. Later in the drive, Mark Ingram. 9-minute drive, and it's 10-0 New Orleans. Breeze careful to celebrate gingerly. And then it's Cam Newton to Greg Olsen, 10-7. Repunting after an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, and Marcus Murphy, the rookie out of Missouri, is gone. They did botch the extra point, so 16-10 New Orleans. Panthers will get the ball right back. Third quarter, it's Newton to Ted Ginn Jr.
He's fast, Browner.
Set up another touchdown pass to Olsen. Carolina 17-16. Fourth quarter, Panthers in the red zone.
When you blitz, you have to go over Cam Newton. What is Brandon Browner thinking, Rodney?
I don't know. I think he's just trying to make a play, but he's putting his other cornerback in a bad situation there.
That's too easy. 27-16 Carolina. Saints cut the deficit to 5. McCown looking for Brandon Cooks, and he's picked off by Josh Norman. First turnover of the game for McCown. Carolina 3-0 for the first time since 2003. Yes, they made the Super Bowl that year. New Orleans 0-3. And next Sunday night here on NBC, the Dallas Cowboys come to town. Here's Sean Payton on his quarterback play.
You know, for his first start, I thought Luke did a real good job. I thought he handled the looks that we were getting. Thought he showed a lot of poise, and I was really proud of the way he played.
Tony Romo expected to miss at least 8 weeks after suffering a broken clavicle. Brandon Wheaton got the start against Atlanta. Opening drive, and you couldn't stop him. You couldn't even contain him. It's Joseph Randle. Thought he was down. He had 14 carries, 87 yards, 3 touchdowns. 7-0 Dallas. Second quarter. Wheaton looking for Jason Witten. They're up 21-7, and how big was this play?
Oh, this turned the whole game around, changed the momentum.
William Moore with a pick.
We know it's your fault. You ain't got to worry about that. We saw it.
Devontae Freeman is in. 21-14 Dallas. Second half. Matt Ryan to Julio Jones.
Man-to-man, coach?
Yeah, they did a good job on Julio in the first half, but not in the second half.
2-point conversion good, 28-25. There's that man again, Freeman. 30 carries, 141 yards. It's 32-28 Atlanta. Whedon trying to lead the charge. And the rookie Vic Beasley gets him, the 8th overall pick out of Clemson.
Talk about him every week. Ryan
Jones again. Julio Jones gives the Cowboys their first loss of the season. He had 12 receptions. 39-28, the final in this one. Atlanta 3-0 for the first time since 2012. Matt Ryan, 29th career fourth quarter game-winning drive or in overtime. And Julio Jones, 34 receptions in 3 games. Most receptions through first 3 games of a season in NFL history. Jason Garrett was actually asked were you wishing you had your star players out there?
We don't think that way. We had an opportunity today against the Falcons for 3 hours at our stadium. We didn't get the job done. And the guys that were dressed for the game are the guys we're playing with. And at the end of the day, they did a better job winning this game.
Clearly, we were punched in the mouth, and we were looking to respond, and certainly had a chance to do that. I'm not sure, but I think it was 25 unanswered points in the second half. That is a total team effort.
Time now to simplify the game, presented by Microsoft Surface. All right, got the coach's clicker here. I get the feeling we're going to look at a Julio Jones play.
You're right. We're going to look at a touchdown pass. It's 3rd down and 3. Dallas is in the defense where they're playing man-to-man coverage on everyone. Now, you have 2 extra defenders, Rodney, and the question is, what do you do with them? Somebody should double Julio Jones, but they don't. They're just freeing up here.
Yeah, he's the safety. He's the free guy. But what he's concerned about with that guy, but you have to double team this guy. He's the best receiver on the planet.
Julio caught 12 passes. He's running away from the nickel back here. This kind of started the deluge. 3rd down and 3.
But you got to finish. You still got to finish. The play wasn't over.
Julio Jones.
I know, Coach, but you could have held it to maybe a 30-yard gain as opposed to a 40-something-yard touchdown.
But if you looked at what I thought the surprising part of this was Atlanta ran the football extremely well.
Yeah, you can look at Julio Jones and all his big numbers. I thought the biggest difference was that offensive line. They have 3 new starters from last year. Devontae Freeman was absolutely amazing, wearing down the Cowboys defense, making people miss in the open field. And as the game went along, he got stronger.
Well, you look at the Dallas defense. We thought that the defense might be able to kind of keep them competitive here without Dez and without Romo. They didn't show that today.
They didn't. And then offensively on the flip side, Dan, they have to run the ball. Without Romo and Dez Bryant, they only ran 5 times in the second half to their backs. They got to run more than that.
But they did in the first half, though. Randall looked great.
They had success. They got the best offensive line in football. Run the ball.
You got to utilize.
Broncos-Lions coming up from Detroit right here on Sunday Night Football.
Simplify the game, presented by Microsoft Surface.
Who knows? One of these kids just might be the one to clean the oceans, start a movement, or lead a country. It may not be obvious yet, but one of these kids is going to change the world. We just need to make sure she has what she needs. Welcome to Windows 10. The future starts now for all of us.
Wait, I can freeze my account.
Introducing Freeze It from Discover. It allows you to prevent new purchases on your account in seconds if your card is misplaced.
Not here.
And once you find your card, you can switch it right on again.
Hey, you're back.
Freeze It, only from Discover. Get it at discover.com.
Now, this is A.J. Green right here in the slot, and you have to know where he's at.
Yeah, they know, but they got a safety on him. Well, how does that happen?
Well, if you have the safety, at least he can jam him at the line of scrimmage.
Huh, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that playing cards with Kenny Rogers gets old pretty fast?
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. What? You get it?
I get the gist, yeah.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Blue skies.
football, it's not always pretty.
Ball didn't have much on it.
One game won't quiet the doubters completely.
The talk doesn't really get to me. I kind of stay away from the summaries after one game.
Manning has worked his magic.
Maybe just let me play at least 2 games.
Tonight, Peyton Manning goes against a former collaborator, now charged with finding a way to stop him.
Obviously, it's an honor, and it's going to be a problem trying to keep him in check.
Peyton has done it again.
He's been challenged, and anytime he gets challenged, typically you might want to look out.
On Sunday Night Football. And back now in Detroit as we get set for the Broncos and the Lions. The Broncos are at the moment one of 3 undefeated teams in the AFC at 2-0. The Patriots won big today over the Jaguars to go to 3-0 with Tom Brady throwing 2 touchdown passes, including the 400th of his career. Meanwhile, the Bengals got a huge division win against the Ravens at 3-0. Cincinnati now appears to be in firm control of the AFC North as they sent the Ravens tumbling to 0-3. And while the Steelers are 2-1, just a game back, even though they won today in St. Louis, they lost Ben Roethlisberger to a possibly serious left knee injury. And right now at Pro Football Talk at NBCSports.com, Mike Florio has the latest on Big Ben's injury. For all the NFL news and analysis, you can watch Mike, Paul Burmeister, and Rodney Harrison on Pro Football Talk, weekdays at 6 on NBCSN.
It is good for the Seahawks that he's back. Whether or not it's going to be good next year, that's going to be something that we're paying attention to in the offseason.
As good as these quarterbacks are, if you don't protect them at the line of scrimmage, they look normal. Teams are getting after Peyton Manning. They feel like if they can hit him, they can wear him down, and in the fourth quarter, he won't be able to make plays.
So that's Pro Football Talk weekdays at 6 on NBCSN. NBCSN is also the home of the Dan Patrick Show every weekday morning at 9. And right now, Dan is in the studio with more highlights.
Thank you, Bob. Cincinnati Bengals in Baltimore. Head to the third quarter. Bengals by 14. They go for it on 4th down. The Ravens do. And it's Joe Flacco to Steve Smith Sr., 14-7 Cincinnati. Smith receiving an IV on the sideline in the 4th quarter. Bengals ahead by 4. Dalton sacked by Elvis Doomerville. C.J. Mosley will pick it up, and he's gone. 17 unanswered points for Baltimore. 17-14 Baltimore. First time the Bengals have trailed this season, but not for long. Dalton A.J. Green, gone.
Just tackle the guy. He's a receiver, coach.
21-17. Still 21-17. Flacco to Smith on a 2nd and 1. Well,
another look at A.J. Green.
I was about to say.
Still the same result. 24-21 Baltimore. Smith had 13 receptions, 186 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
That's why he needed the IV.
Ensuing Bengals drive, Dalton to Green.
Single coverage again?
That's unbelievable to me.
Dalton threw for a career-high 383. John Harbaugh and the Ravens 0-3 for the first time in franchise history. Short work week. They're in Pittsburgh on Thursday night. Green, a career-high 227 receiving yards. Bengals 3-0 for the 2nd consecutive season. It's back to the drawing board for John Harbaugh trying to defend A.J. Green.
Yeah, it seems to be a regular occurrence with him. I mean, one of these days we'll figure out how to cover A.J. Green. It'd be nice if we did that one time before he retires.
It's like deja vu all over again, man. Like I said, this team is a great team. It's a dogfight, so we know what we're coming into, and we got the win.
Winless Eagles facing the Jets at the Meadowlands. DeMarco Murray, inactive, injured hamstring. Darren Sproles has done it again, Tony.
I cannot believe coaches still decide to kick to this guy. You see the vision and the speed in the open field, and he's so low to the ground, coach. It's so difficult to try to tackle him.
He did it to me a lot in San Diego. I'm used to seeing this.
89 yards, his 6th career punt return for a touchdown. So with Murray out, Sam Bradford.
He dropped it.
Yes.
Ryan Matthews dropped this one.
But, hey, let's try it again. We feel good about this play. Let's run the same thing.
Matthews, 128 total yards on the day. It's 17-0 Philadelphia. Entering today, the Jets led the NFL with a +8 turnover margin. Ryan Fitzpatrick, Brandon Marshall, and he...
Oh, no, Brandon. You can't do that.
Yeah. Eagles ball led to a Sproles touchdown. Fitzpatrick picked off by the rookie Eric Rowe out of Utah. 4th quarter, Jets down 10. Fitzpatrick And this time it's the rookie linebacker Jordan Hicks, a rookie out of Texas, with the interception. And all of a sudden, Chip Kelly's a genius again. Eagles get their first win of the season. Jets off to London, where they'll face the Miami Dolphins. Philadelphia, not much offense. They did run the ball, 123 rushing yards today. They had 70 rushing yards total in the first 2 games. Bradford, 14 of 28, 118 yards, and a touchdown.
We knew going in that this was just going to be one of those kind of, use a boxing analogy, 2 guys are going to stand in the middle of the ring and just start swinging at each other, and that's what happened.
Can you talk about the lateral 50-50 try?
Oh my gosh, I was waiting for that one. Wrong time to gamble. You know, I was pressing, trying to make a play, but can't do that. I mean, that was probably worst play in NFL history.
Earlier in the week, Brandon Marshall talked about the lack of exposure, notoriety for how good he is.
My thing is why are you even talking about that? You have an opportunity to go 3-0. Your team is 2-0 at that point. You know, you don't see Julio Jones running around talking about I'm the best receiver in the league. Just let your play. Go out there and play and let your play take care of everything. You don't have to say anything, and it's not about your stats. It's about the team.
Yep, and when the ball comes to you, you got to catch it.
Simple as that.
Is he a top 10 receiver?
Number 10. He just made the cut.
Just made it. Did Philly save its season today?
They did. They needed a win. They didn't have DeMarco Murray. Sam Bradford wasn't really sharp, but they got those contributions from a lot of people. Ryan Matthews stepped up. Their defensive secondary got in people's face a little bit better, and they got 4 takeaways. It was a big, big win.
Time now for Who You Lovin', brought to you by McDonald's. Who You Lovin', Tom?
Well, the Cincinnati Bengals are in charge of their division, and today they are loving their receiver, A.J. Green. He seems to have big days against Baltimore all the time.
Yeah, because they decided to cover him with one guy, Coach. You got to double-team this guy.
They didn't double-team him, and we are loving it in Cincinnati. A.J. Green.
Who Are You Lovin'? Brought to you by McDonald's.
Here's your egg McMuffin.
When you wake in the morning, I will kiss your face with a smile no one has ever seen. When you wake in the morning, I will kiss your eyes and say it's you.
The Egg McMuffin, made with an egg cracked fresh in our kitchens and real butter. Only at McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Today we're going to talk about trucks.
Works for me.
Which truck brand do you think offers best-in-class HD towing?
Ford. I would say the Ram.
Okay, let's move to the second door. Best V8 horsepower.
The Ram. I say Ford on the V8. Chevy.
What about this year's Motor Trend Truck of the Year?
Chevy.
What do you think?
The Ford.
The Ford?
There's no reason why they shouldn't be.
Let's see how you did. That's the Chevy Silverado HD, the Chevy Silverado, and the Chevy Colorado.
No way.
Chevy. Wow.
That's a clean sweep.
It's our song. And I hold it on to you.
Yeah, there you go.
There are thousands of ways into the complex healthcare system. And United Healthcare has ways to make the system simpler, like virtual doctor visits.
What happened here? I came in too hot.
The sleeper pick, the guy only you believe in. In 1 week fantasy football on DraftKings, he can be the difference. So trust your gut. Trust your numbers. Trust your Uncle Vito if you want. But know this, that sleeper is out there. The question is, who's going to play him? This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time.
Play this Sunday for your shot to become a fantasy football millionaire. Play free with promo code HOTDOG.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I have DirecTV.
And I'm really high-voice Peyton Manning, and I have cable.
Only DirecTV lets you watch NFL Sunday Ticket games live on all your devices.
With cable, I can't do that. It's like...
I get to take all the games with me.
I sing with the Four Tunesmen. Downtown ladies sing this song, doo-dah.
Don't be like this, me. Get NFL Sunday Ticket only on DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Fox on NBC and get the app. Welcome to Kia's Sunday Night Kickoff.
Broncos-Lions coming up on Sunday Night Football. Back to the highlights we go. San Francisco and Arizona. Rough day for Colin Kaepernick. Here's the opening drive.
Yeah, and it all starts with his feet, Dan. When he doesn't step into the throws, he's off.
That's Justin Bethel, the pride of Presbyterian. This is not a replay.
No, look at the feet again. Same way.
Give that Cardinal defense, Tyrann Mathieu, one of the best players.
He's throwing the ball
off his back foot.
Good play, Tyrann.
Kaepernick, 2 interceptions in his first 4 passes. He's not done. Yeah, it's
another good play.
Yeah.
That was a great play.
That's Honey Badger. And I like what he did after the interception.
Nice.
Yeah, he figured he was going to get some more.
Yeah. Niners first play of the second half, and Gerard Powers with a great play.
Great play.
Yeah. 4 of his
terrible throw.
10 pass attempts picked off. The offense, Carson Palmer, Larry Fitzgerald, 9 receptions, 134 yards, 2 touchdowns. Bruce Arians and the Cardinals holding the Niners to 156 total yards of offense. Arizona at 3-0 hosting St. Louis next week. Cardinals averaging a league-leading 42 points per game. The Niners outscored 90-25 over the last 2 games. Here's Honey Badger after the win.
You know, going into this game, obviously the focus for them was to run the football, but their passing game has been simplified so much. It was easy for us to anticipate routes and just get some good breaks on the ball today.
Buffalo at Miami. First quarter, Tyrod Taylor to the former Dolphin Charles Clay. Oh, he had been dreaming about this scenario. How about that?
Yeah, he's a
How about a little bit of that? 7-0 Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy.
Flanked out wide, Dan, and they're going to get a little pick action for him. A little rub route, get him wide open, and he does the rest.
14-0 Buffalo.
And he says thanks for the pick.
And then the defense takes over. Ryan Tannehill. Down 14-0, and that's Preston Brown. That would lead to a Bills field goal. It's 17-0. Late in the first half, Bakari Rambo on the blitz. Brown will pick it off. It's 24-0 Buffalo. Next, Dolphins possession. Miami going for it on 4th down. Tannehill is picked off. This one by the rookie cornerback Ronald Darby out of Florida State. 4th quarter, Taylor to the former Dolphin Chris Hogan. He was nicknamed 7-Eleven on Hard Knocks a couple of years ago. Open all night. Slurpees for everybody. 41-14. Dolphins go to London. They get exported. They will play the Jets there. Buffalo, 0 sacks this week. They allowed 8 last week. Somewhere in Charleston, South Carolina, Darius Rucker is weeping. Here's Joe Philbin after the loss.
There's no magic potion. I wish if I had a magic potion, I would have brought it out earlier. Going into the game, we were 5th in the NFL in scoring defense. Obviously, we're not going to be that coming out of the game. And we didn't play very well on defense today whatsoever, and we have to do better.
This team has 1 sack in 3 weeks here.
Yeah, and everyone looks at Sue because he got paid so much money, but when I watch tape, it's not because of his lack of effort. He's getting double teamed, he's getting triple teamed, and I'm a little surprised because Cameron Wake is a great pass rusher, and those 2 guys on the same side, they're not getting any pass rush.
And they're not. I mean, it's not even the sacks. They're not even putting pressure, as we saw today.
And they're not stopping the run. So,
all right, still got one more highlight. Chicago and Seattle coming up. But first, back to Bob in Detroit.
Dan, as you know, before Detroit, Jim Caldwell's previous head coaching job was in Indianapolis, where he took over for Tony Dungy. Before that, Caldwell was Dungy's offensive coordinator for 7 seasons with the Colts, and the pair, along with Peyton Manning, won a Super Bowl. Here in Detroit, Caldwell led the Lions to an 11-5 record and the playoffs in his first season. But he started out 0-2 this year. Caldwell spoke with his old friend Dungy earlier this week.
Did not go right today. They are 0-2 on the year.
I'm from this area, and I even said a couple of years ago, same old Lions, and I heard that a little bit on the radio coming in here. Why is this not the same old Lions?
Because of the fact that, number one, I think it's a new era, but it doesn't happen overnight. And sometimes you go through ebb and flow of a season. Sometimes you start slow, and when you start slow in this league, usually they're going to end up with an L rather than a W. So we got to get accustomed to making certain we start fast and making certain we finish.
He dives in. Touchdown, Detroit Lions.
I want to go to Matthew Stafford. And talking to Peyton, he said one of the things that you did for him was the fundamentals. And Matthew reminds me a lot of a young Peyton. Do you see that? And were you working those same things with him when you got here?
I absolutely do see that. Ironically, it was about the same time period when we ended up going to Indianapolis. And a lot of similarities. Strong arm guy, loved to play the game, enthusiasm, toughness, can throw the ball all day long, but really needed to refine some things. And that was one of the reasons why I thought it was so important to get Jim Bob Cooter here, because Jim Bob obviously worked with Peyton and I in Indianapolis and is teaching the exact same rhythm of throws and also the exact same drills and technique that we worked on through those years. So I think you'll start to see some of those things begin to pay off.
The Colts are going to Super Bowl 44.
On the other side, someone you're very familiar with, Peyton Manning. You guys were together for 10 years. Tell me about what it's going to be like coaching against him for the first time as a head coach.
You know, one of the things that we know about him is that he is probably the most diligent worker there is and understands what makes, his unit go. They say that their offense is struggling or he's struggling a little bit. All I know is he keeps winning. And, it's our job to stop him. But then the other thing, too, we have to eliminate the run on the other side as well. We try to create a one-dimensional atmosphere for them, and I think you'll start to see things balance out if we can do that.
Yeah, now that's interesting you say. Playing against Peyton Manning, we've got to eliminate the run. It seems like that's what other teams are doing, force them to throw. When we were together, you would have never said that. No. I want to force Peyton Manning to throw.
And you're still reluctant to say it. The fact of the matter is, he can get pretty hot. But I do know one thing. If the running game is going for him, now you really got a problem because he's going to play action you to death.
Now, I know probably in a normal week, you're going to get 2 or 3 texts from him. What's going on? What are we doing? Any texts this week?
No.
I'm not surprised.
Dead silence. But that's the way, the way he operates. He's focused in on what he's doing, and, that's exactly what I expect.
Pretty interesting, though, to be able to talk strategy there, but he's going to force Peyton to throw.
Yeah, that was interesting. And I tell you, nobody knows Peyton Manning as a football player as well as Jim Caldwell. And Peyton knows that. So it's going to be dicey tonight. What does Peyton go to that he doesn't think Jim is ready for?
The chess match. Our final highlight, the Seahawks hosting the artist formerly known as the Chicago Bears, and the return of Cam Chancellor. Ended his holdout. The special teams were just that, special. Here's Tyler Lockett. Looks like he's going to make the catch. But the ball goes to the other side of the field. Richard Sherman.
Dan, they stole this play from the Rams. The Rams used it on them last year. They put it in.
He'll take it 64 yards into the red zone. They borrowed it. They didn't.
No, they stole it.
This led to a field goal, 3-0 Seahawks. Second half kickoff. This is Lockett. He does get his hands on the ball this time.
Do they know he has the ball?
I don't think so. One of the fastest players in the league.
Great returner.
The rookie out of Kansas State. He had a punt return for a touchdown week 1. Later in the third, a Jimmy Graham sighting.
Give him the ball.
7 receptions, 83 yards. It's 20-0 Seahawks. Seattle's first win of the season and first shutout since week 15 of 2013. Detroit will go to Seattle next Monday night. Here's a number for you. Chicago, 10 possessions, 10 punts.
Wow.
Marshawn Lynch, 5 rushes, 14 yards, left with a hamstring injury, did not return. Paul Burmeister on the field in Seattle, brought to you by the Kia Sorrento. It has an answer for everything.
Dan, I heard you mention a Jimmy Graham sighting on this field multiple times here this afternoon. Season-high 7 catches is always going to look good. It looks especially good considering last week he was targeted only 2 times. The other main story, as you mentioned, the return of Cam Chancellor after he was gone the last 7.5 months. Moments ago, Pete Carroll said it made the defense whole, and Russell Wilson told me before that the offense feels his presence too.
Cam's one of the best football players in the National Football League, first of all. He's one of the best leaders, one of the best men you'll ever meet. And so to have Bam Bam Cam back, the Legion of Boom is definitely full now.
Do you feel like you have to have a little more patience this year with this offense as opposed to the last couple of years?
I don't think so. I think we're doing the right things. I think that we played 2 tough games the first couple games, and we were able to make a lot of plays today, especially in the second half today. And so just stay the course. Just continue to say that over and over again. Stay the course, stay the course, stay the course. We're going to do a lot of great things.
Pete Carroll also mentioned about the offense right now. It's a work in progress, and the best example of that, they were 0 for their first 6 on third down conversions. As for Marshawn Lynch, who didn't play in the second half, he said it's nothing to be alarmed by. They don't expect it to be anything serious.
Paul Burmeister joining us from Seattle. Thank you, Paul. Coach's clicker here. Let's look at that defense.
Well, no, we're going to look at the offense and see how they got Jimmy Graham involved, and they did a great job. Graham's here at tight end. In the last couple of weeks, we saw a lot of him staying in blocking or
he's not a blocker.
Shallow routes in here, but now they get him on Brock Vereen. They've got a mismatch, Jimmy Graham on a safety, and they utilized it.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to do right here. Put him upfield in the middle of the field where it's one-on-one, and there's no safety in the league that can guard this guy.
He's got all this space with a safety on him. This is easy pickings. Credit them for getting Graham involved today. This is why they got Jimmy Graham.
How did the defense look any different with Chancellor there?
It's hard to say because they were playing against Chicago's offense with a backup quarterback.
10 possessions, 10 punts. Sunday Night Football coming up. Calvin Johnson and the Lions hosting the Broncos. We're back on Football Night in America right after this.
When it comes to midsize SUVs, the 2016 Kia Sorento has it all. A more spacious premium interior, available fully active all-wheel drive, and a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. It was also named an IIHS Top Safety Pick, proof that rugged can also be refined and reliable. The 2016 Kia Sorento.
With $75 million paid out a week, consider FanDuel a smart business decision. Choose any league, pick your fantasy team. 1-week leagues mean no commitment, and when games end, winners get paid, no delay. Some on-the-job research can pay big returns. Over 1 million people have already won money on FanDuel, so get to work. Try FanDuel today. We'll match your first deposit up to $200. Love it or your money back, guaranteed. Go to FanDuel.com, enter promo code SWEET. That's SWEET.
We're close. Lay low till we get there.
Lay low. Got it.
Oh, man. You killed his son?
Yeah. Been working on my apology all week.
Get Destiny the Taken King and the complete Destiny adventure in the Legendary Edition. Rated T for Teen. The ultimate Destiny experience is on PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Dudes, yeah, been a couple of A+ roommates. And I hate to do this because you guys have been cool with everything. You're cool with my band. You're cool with that English accent phase, remember that? We're literally out to milk. And that theater troupe. Hey, down up. Hey, could you give me a second, please? But State Farm's helped me be really smart with my money, and I got my own pad now. Oh, no big deal, Mom, Dad. My new place doesn't allow pets. Dylan's gonna have to stay here. One love, Pops.
Start out right in life. With everything from renter's insurance to your first bank account, State Farm is there.
What makes a Subway footlong the biggest, bestest sandwich on earth? You do. Because it's all about choice. Your choice. Of freshly baked bread, tender meats, melty cheeses, savory sauces, and your favorite vibrant, colorful veggies. The handcrafted Subway footlong. Nothing bigger, nothing better. In the end, the wrapper may say Subway, but it's got your name all over it. Subway. Eat fresh.
A nation is a team. It fights and wins as a team. We have the best equipment, the best men and women in the world. I actually pity those poor souls we're going up against.
You can play daily fantasy with NBC Sports' $600,000 Sunday night showdown every week at FanDuel.com/NBC Sports. Our crew's top picks on FanDuel for tonight's games: Golden Tate, who's been Detroit's most targeted receiver since the start of last season, and Demaryius Thomas has gone over 1,000 yards receiving in each of the last 3 seasons. At Ford Field, the Lions getting set for the Broncos Sunday Night Football. But first, The best of Week 3 presented by FanDuel, the leader in one-week fantasy football. A lot of value to be had on FanDuel.com. San Diego and Minnesota. Keenan Allen had a couple of touchdowns in the loss, but this was about Adrian Peterson here. He scored his first 2 touchdowns of the season. 31-14, the final. Jacksonville at New England. Tom Brady, 4th quarterback in history to throw 400 touchdown passes. He throws it to Danny Amendola, and then Amendola, wait, don't throw. He gave it to a fan.
He gave it away?
Yes, he did. New England 3-0 heading into the bye week. Colts, Tennessee, Andrew Luck, 2 more picks, but 2 touchdown passes, including the go-ahead to Dante Moncrief. Colts get their first win of the season. Atlanta at Dallas. The Falcons have won all 3 games this season with 4th quarter comebacks, and it's nice when you got Julio Jones.
It's nice when you cover him one-on-one, too.
Atlanta 3-0, Dallas now 2-1. Pittsburgh at St. Louis. The big story is Ben Roethlisberger. Mark Barron hit him low. Rodney said not a dirty play. MRI coming tonight on that left knee. They pick up the win, 12-6. New Orleans at Carolina. Luke McCown threw for over 300 yards, but he also threw for this interception. Josh Norman. Panthers improved to 3-0. Cincinnati at Baltimore. It was a shootout in the second half. Less than 4 minutes to go, Joe Flacco to Steve Smith. Second hookup of the day. But the Bengals responded. Andy Dalton to A.J. Green and the game-winning touchdown. Ravens 0-3 for the first time ever. Cincinnati 3-0. San Francisco at Arizona. Cardinals stayed perfect. Colin Kaepernick picked off 4 times, including 2 pick sixes. First 10 passes, 4 interceptions. Cardinals rough up the Niners. Chicago at Seattle. And Russell Wilson to Jimmy Graham. Had 7 catches on the day. Chicago shut out for the first time since 2002. Philadelphia at the Jets. Darren Sproles. He doesn't get older. Gets better. 5 tackles. Here's the best of the sound.
How does it feel that Jordan?
You know, we got a lot of players. A lot of players played today. A lot of guys in the secondary, linebackers.
For his response to be what it was, I'm not old enough to get that call. Jeez.
It was a promising loss. I know it's ironic.
The backs, the receivers, all the tight ends.
I think you go ask the defensive guy, they're going to give the credit to the offense and special teams. You go ask a special teamer, Pat McAfee will give the credit to himself.
I didn't mince words with the staff that we looked like a scout team.
I think all our linemen played, so we had a lot of people.
We got to put our tissues away and go out there and just get ready to practice and play.
What was Cam Newton wearing?
Well, I think Andrew Luck needs to see Cam's tail.
Oh, I don't know.
I wouldn't wear that crap.
I don't know about that. Let's take a look at today's winners, powered by Subway Restaurants. And, Tony, your big winner is?
Atlanta Falcons, down again this week, and 25 unanswered points in the second half.
Cincinnati Bengals just showing poise in the 4th quarter and winning the game.
Those are today's winners, powered by Subway Restaurants, where winners eat. Time now for 4-down territory. First down with Big Ben out. Who is the team to beat in the AFC North? What's it mean?
It should be Cincinnati. Cincinnati should win this division hands down. If Ben is out for an extended period of time, the Steelers will not. They can't win this division.
And Cincinnati got that big win today. They've got a little bit of cushion, and they look like the most complete team in the North.
Second down, the Eagles get a win. Who is the team to beat in the NFC East?
I would say
well, you've been on
the
Philadelphia.
Eagles. I would say the Eagles. I think the talent is there. Chemistry is starting to come. Sam Bradford didn't look great, but they had some rookies, and the secondary looked a lot better.
And I'm going to say the Giants, because I think the Giants have the best quarterback in the division now.
Third down, why is Peyton Manning struggling?
He is struggling for one reason, Dan, and that is the deep ball. He's doing a lot of things that we've been used to seeing. Under 20 yards, completing the ball, but nothing deep, and that's what he's got to do to get this thing going.
I think a lot of 3-step drops tonight, a lot of double moves, but get the ball out of his hands quickly.
And Jim Caldwell wants him to throw the ball, as he said. Who wins?
I'm picking Denver because people have been challenging they've challenged Peyton Manning. I think he bounces back and has a breakout game.
Peyton Manning.
Halftime. Back to you, Bob.
I didn't coach him like you.
Well, Dan, in keeping with what you were saying, because he's Peyton Manning, anything less than big numbers, even after just 2 weeks, leads to plenty of conversation. But still, the Broncos are 2-0. On the other hand, should the Lions lose tonight, a team that went 11-5 last season will be 0-3 and headed for Seattle next week. That would put them on the verge of a very deep hole, even though it's still very early in the season. Al, Chris, and Michelle are standing by. So too is Carrie Underwood, and we will see you at halftime.
This has been Kia's Sunday Night Kickoff.